Whoa, what's good with your YouTube and YouTube busters? Your boy Triple Cup Chuck and I'm up. And appreciate you for coming rock with me, like, sharing, and subscribing. And if you have an opinion about the situation that's going on, leave a comment below. I'm gonna read it. Because when you comment, our collective minds put together, we bring synergy. This how we starting the video off? It's only 3 ways you can feel about race-bending characters. 1, you can hate it, think they're killing storytelling, shoehorning in ideas. 2, you can love it, think it's justified, about time the 21st century caught up with the world views on representation. 3, you could IDGAF, savage style. Simply, you don't care. And I would like for you to add an idea below so we can put together this synergy. Because we about to go diving. Zoe as our new Catwoman. Let's do this.
Double cup, feel it right. Told Chuck, I feel like every night is all night. I'm up. Double cup, feel it right. Told Chuck, I feel like every night is all night. I'm up. Double cup, feel it right. Told Chuck, I feel like every night is all night. I'm up. Double cup, feel it right. Told Chuck, I feel like every night is all night.
Okay, with that being said, I want to give a little history about me. When I was first introduced to Catwoman, it was in the 90s, Batman animated series. So that Selena Kyle was the definitive Catwoman in my eyes. You know, it was canon to me. Now, with that being said, favorite Catwoman was Michelle Pfeiffer. When she played in Batman Return, it gave me that same Walking Phoenix feel of reality. But you got to think how they did the Walking Phoenix Joker movie. So she actually was one of my favorite. And the way they did her design of her costume, the way it would look like it was stole together and stitched up, it looked realistic. And it fit like this would be actually something that could be wore in the real world at that time period. So now let's get into how I feel about this race bending and how they doing Selena Kyle or with Zoe. Now this is my thing. Okay, with Catwoman, I have the same mutual feelings I have with Iris West. And let me explain to y'all what I mean by that. Like, Iris West could be played by a white woman. Iris West could be played by a black woman. So they give you a different outcome. Now with Catwoman, I'd have seen her being played as a white woman. I've seen her being played as a black woman. So a character like her, if she come out as a black woman or a light-skinned person, that kind of favors Halle Berry, who actually played Catwoman in the movie. Slap yourself. But I understand that I know it's a lot of race bending in the movie and the comic book industry, but just to simplify it, we just gonna stick to the race bending that they doing in Gotham, the Batman personal universe. So the perfect person to fit the criteria of this would be Jeffrey Wright. He is supposed to be playing Commissioner Gordon. Now, if Jeffrey Wright plays Commissioner Gordon, he's a black man. His daughter becomes the Oracle, that is Batgirl. So that means Batgirl and the Oracle is one and the same. They would either have to be black or at least half black. Okay, for me, that's enough race bending for one universe. But speaking about one universe, what I would like to see is at the end of the Joker movie, this is my what if part, at the end of the Joker movie, when he was in the mental home, they show it like 20 years later or however many years later, and you know, they still can show him looking the same age. They don't have to explain that, because this is a comic book movie and they don't have to explain Gotham. Gotham is Gotham. It's a made-up place. They can make it look modern, but it still look like Gotham. They don't have to portray no time period. So Joker gets out of jail. That's when you had to do it off of Twilight. His Batman is at the age that he is, and then you can have him be playing as the Joker. Now with that being said, you could come in with stuff like Batman War on Jokes and Riddles, and that's when you could introduce this person right here, I'm personally starting a campaign or trying to figure out how to start a campaign to play. You know what I'm saying? I might hashtag him on Twitter as the Riddler. So once we get this here going, you can have these two people actually warring it out. I always said, go back watch my other videos. The movies that DC make are always better when it's focused around the villains, and Batman have a small role. Now just think about that Catwoman being played as a smaller role, and the same time that Batman is playing like a small role, not a small role, a side role, where they decide things that's going on, where the main focus is on the Joker and the Riddler, and Batman and Catwoman is distractions to what they trying to do. So that would be my whole concept of how they could actually bring the DCEU Black Label. That'll be my whole introduction to it, where you can have all those characters as that, and you can have the Flash do a flashpoint where it could pretty much wipe away the other timeline, which leave this Batman in that timeline with the DC characters that's like Aquaman, like Jason Momoa hopping over, and then they could have like Wonder Woman hop over, and they all could be in the same universe. That way it'll make more sense why these characters are in one condition together. Well, whatever together. Well, this is my thoughts on that. I said I was gonna give y'all a little yay at the end. I got a little treat. I'm gonna try to push it a little bit further to the back because it's something that, you know what I'm saying, I don't want. It's gonna be a little bit extra. But what I was about to say, my DC TV shows, I want to talk about that for a few minutes. I know a lot of people don't watch them, but I just want to kind of keep y'all up if y'all would like to be interested in it. So I saved it to the end. So we're gonna continue with this. Okay, with the CW TV shows, I'm just gonna wrap them all in a bundle, especially the ones that's dear and close to me, like the Flash and Black Lightning. Black Lightning, I'm gonna start off with you. It's like the characters on this season here, if you haven't seen it, no spoilers upon this here, or nothing that's worth spoilers. The characters, you just don't feel attached to them. You still just don't. You just they fail to captivate you with the characters again on Black Lightning. That's their biggest mishaps about the show. You just don't care about the characters. You try, you want to, but you just don't, and it's still following the same pattern. Now with Flash on this season here, if you want to see what's going on, I will say it's not that exciting yet. It's like it was poorly written. The stuff felt like it was lazy. The characters walked in like they felt lazy or tired or didn't even want to be there. So it kind of didn't even feel fun and exciting no more. So it's one of those shows that if you miss it and you just catch the on a previous episode, that was everything up you really need to know, because that episode was just an opening episode filler, and that's sad to say it was an opening episode. Supergirl was okay. I liked how they kind of brought her in, and they introduced her with the new pants and a new look, and how they gave a reason why she had to get a new suit, and how Brainy just couldn't let the shit go. So it was one of those shows where they just want to introduce that and change the dynamic and set a new tone. And actually, to be honest with you, the whole concept with Supergirl, it's kind of hard to say this here, but Supergirl actually had better writing and give you more passion to say why this person is doing what they doing and how they feeling why they feeling this way, and you actually understand the motivation that the characters have, and look like they actually is delivering on that same thing again this season here. So you know what I'm saying, that was just the top highlights of the top three that came out so far. So if y'all are interested in more, holler at your boy. And I said I was gonna put something at the end. I just had to save it for this here because I was gonna find something to go off with a bang when I heard Black Lightning is gonna be joining Crisis on Infinite Earths. Let's do this. Triple Cup Chuck, and we out. Appreciate everybody for rocking with me.
Shonda,
What's up?
play Shaka Khan.
Of course.
I will love you anyway, even if you can't.
Shonda,
What's up?
mirror, mirror,
Of course.